Okay, so report from Casa Greg. I'm talking to myself. I'm making a video.
Oh,
Is there anything you want to say to the world, Aiden?
I suck at watering.
Yeah, you just got reprimanded. Yeah.
Self-roast.
I'm going to whip that man and I'm going to make you a horticulture king.
I love it.
All right. All right. Sorry about the interruption there. That's Aiden. He's a great guy. He's a wonderful soccer player and even better track star. Anyway, up here at Casa Greg in Lafayette. And the report is that Aiden and I have still not found time to install the new drip system to make my grove great again. It's not that great right now. But it is an interesting experiment. So right now there's so much work here. We're gonna clear this whole area. We gotta put new fabric down, cleaning out the greenhouse. That's like a whole day of work. We gotta dig all these palms up here. There's seedlings way too big, pot them up for Claros, replant the vegetable garden. This is in my spare time when I'm not working for you guys. Anyway, but I'm finally, after 2 years, giving these things supplemental water during the summer. For 2 years, they've had no water whatsoever other than rainfall. And of course, we had a nasty drought pretty much for 2 years. Great rainfall 3 years ago. But here's the interesting part, though. Because, I mean, this is effectively dry farm. We're just beginning watering now. But just dry farmed, I mean, I know they're not that pretty. But look, there's still a ton of bacon avocados up here, guys. These things are ripe. You can start eating them in February. Right now, it's mid-June. I like to pick these things by January or July 1st. And you can see, let's see how big they are. I mean, there's my hand. It's like I am so zoomed in. Wow, I'm sorry. Let's try that. There's my hand, and there's the avocado. So they're not huge. That's because they didn't get any water. Be a lot bigger. But all the flavor is going to be packed in there because I dry farmed them. They're going to have amazing flavor. They get more flavor as they go. I like to get them off the tree by July 1st. So we're going to pick a bunch today. And my other tree didn't have as many. There's still some hanging there. And you can see it's even more sparse than this one. But these things will flush out pretty well once we start dumping the water on them. And I promise this is going to be the year that we treat this grove with a little more respect and dignity and get the water on these trees. But here, check this out over here. This is pretty cool. No one's figured out what this is. We think it might be a daily 11. See if I can sneak by without getting soaked. There. Daily 11. Here's the Zutano. This is a gym bacon. We got all the fruit off this earlier. It doesn't hold on for as long as bacon. It's really good though. It's ready earlier than bacon. But here's my Zutano. Look, I still have fruit here. So this shows you these guys are ready to eat like in February. And the only reason those are still up there is they're just too darn lazy to get the ladder out or the picker. But there's still some Zutano hanging in the tree. Zutano's already greening up. He's starting to respond to the watering. Look at that, super lush. These trees, when they pump up moisture and nutrients, they start from the bottom and they work their way up. So you can see everything on the bottom. It's really flushing out nicely. And up on the top, it's still pretty sparse up there. But that's because it hasn't reached up there yet. It's like a ship going through the Panama Canal, you know? Or not, you know, it just depends on how you think about it. But here's the daily 11, we think. This is a remarkable tree. Hopefully my propagator has a bunch of babies waiting for me. And you can see, again, we've abused the heck out of it. However, even with the abuse, we have a whole ton of fruit. These fruit would be way bigger than they are right now if I had watered and fertilized, which I did not at all. But you see, they're pretty big. They'd be twice that big if I fertilized. I have a few videos on this tree. In fact, I thought it was a Pinkerton at first, but I've verified from people who are even more expert than I am that it's certainly not a Pinkerton. And they think it might be Daily 11, but it's still a total mystery. There's one that's a little bit bigger, but anyway, yeah, so take care of your trees, water your trees. Don't do what I do to them. I get so excited. I like to plant my trees out, and then next thing you know, I get popular with people and start working for them. and I totally neglect my own stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna hopefully, I think we're slowing down. The COVID rush is over. Everybody was stuck at home. Everybody wanted a landscape. Everyone thought they were gonna starve, so they better buy an avocado tree. Not a bad idea. It's also like, inflation's kicking in now, big time. So think about it this way. You gotta convert. You don't wanna hold cash. It's the worst thing you can do. What you really wanna do is convert into productive assets. I think an avocado tree is probably the most productive asset you can get. It'll feed you forever. And probably better to take your money out of the bank, come down and buy an avocado tree from me, and then put the money in my account where it will become worth nothing. I have the same worry. I wonder if all this money people are giving me, if it's gonna be worth anything next year. You know what I mean? So just study the case study of Venezuela. Venezuela, inflation got so bad. My buddy lived down there. He told me all about it. He said the very moment you got your money in your hand, you went out and bought a moped or anything to get rid of the money, because the next day the moped would be twice as expensive. It was crazy. Hopefully we don't get into that kind of hyperinflation. But I think avocado trees are definitely a better investment than holding on to cash. Just my 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, nickel, whatever it adds up to. With inflation, it's probably more like a quarter.